Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to sunny Orlando. Well, it's not sunny today, but it's the perfect day to visit Arcade Monsters. This new arcade opened up here last year on International Drive. It's got a bar, it's got a restaurant. More importantly, it's supposed to have some really cool retro arcade games. Let's head inside and check it out. Alright, so we just walked in, we've done a little bit of footage, we'll probably put it in over, did some b-roll of some of the arcade machines in here, some absolute classics. But I'm drawn straight away to Mortal Kombat 2. I must have pumped God knows how much saved pocket money into this in mostly back in the day. I'm going to have a shot of it, no idea if I'm still any good at it or not, but there's only one way to find out. Let's go. Actually, before we start playing, just to mention, the fee to go in is $25, which gives you unlimited play of absolutely everything. But if you choose to pay $35, not only do you get unlimited play, but you can actually come and go throughout the whole day. You can come in for an hour in the morning, play a few games, go off, go to your theme parks, do whatever, and you still have your stamp here for re-entry back in the evening. So really good value. Great way to kind of get in here over the course of the day, try all your favourite arcade games out. And on a day like this where the sun's not out, perfect way to spend a few hours as well. Has to be Raiden.
12 seconds later.
Fatality.
Maybe we'll try something else and we'll come back to it later on. Now this is an interesting one. I actually thought this was the Simpsons arcade. I only seen this recently in a video. Can't remember the guy's name. I'll put a link down below. He did a really cool tour of an arcade at Niagra Falls. Seen the old Simpsons game and really brought me back. But what's even better than the Simpsons game, it's the Turtles which has been transplanted in here. So let's have a little shot of this. Once again, see if we can remember how to even play it. Press kind of button below to play. I don't remember any of this. Who's coming here? Is it Krang? Oh, it's this fella. Shredder, Bastard, is it Zeichner? Alright, we could sit here and play this all day. As amazing as I am with it, but there's so many more games to play in here, so we're going to keep moving, find something else to have a shot of. And look at this, you've got your classic Frogger, Punch Out, which you used to play the life out of back in the day. Don't really remember this area Site 4, but looks like my kind of thing. Street Fighter 2, we've already shown how good we are at fighting games, so we don't really need to have a shot of that on camera. Golden Axe, unfortunately out of order. X-Men, another one we used to play, but this is another one of my absolute bangers. Operation Wolf we used to spend hours on back in the day. One of the few games at the time that kind of had the point and shoot, the kind of light gun sort of, you can see it there on camera, which are really fun. I'm going to have a quick shot of this and then we'll keep moving around. Not going to spend all day showing us playing games and stuff like that, but we'll show you a bit more of the arcade and a few more of the games that it has to offer. There you go, just keep, yeah, there you go. No, you need to kind of whack it to knock it back up. You kind of let it slide down. There you go.
Skill shot.
Now, there you go. You get the hang of it eventually. The lower down it goes on the flip thing, the more it goes up. See, like that. There you go. Ah.
A real Avenger.
Right, here we go.
The portal is open. The portal
Now you're getting the hang of it.
to the next Infinity Stone.
Alright, so now that Mrs. Retro Games Ireland has found a new love for pinball, let's rock around and see what else we can play.
Welcome to NBA Jam! Here's the tip. Raleigh.
Boom shakalaka.
To Harper. Berkeley. From downtown.
From downtown. So we obviously never lost our NBA Jam skills. There's just so much here to play. Not really sure what we're going to have a go off next. Maybe we'll do something different. Maybe try one of these more modern arcades. See how they stack up to the retro stuff. Time for a bit of Time Crisis.
Bulletproof shields!
Action!
Strike from here!
Reload!
Sending someone bombers! Move it!
Alright, so soon as you walk in, we're met with these classic arcade machines. Now, some of these might have been released only in America. Maybe they're games that we're not too familiar with. Marble Madness, I do know on the NES. I actually think I have a copy of that. I won't talk about absolutely everything. I'm sure there's some games here that people remember playing back in the day they absolutely love. I'll just kind of touch on the ones that I used to enjoy when I was a kid going to arcades. Classic Centipede there, Arkanoid. Again, maybe a little bit before my time. Classic Tetris. OG Donkey Kong here as well. Again, 1981, probably a little bit before my time. No offense to anyone who remembers playing this in the arcades when they were younger, but just really cool to see them all sitting here. Again, Popeye, Mario Brothers, all games you probably would have had on the original NES. This Tapper I've never seen before, but I've seen John Riggs playing this. I know it's something that he enjoys. We might have a little shot of this later on and see how it goes, but cool little sticks there in the beer tap kind of design with the Budweiser logo on them. We've got classic Miss Pac-Man here, and we've got Galaga. And over here we kind of have something a bit more modern. It's one of these NBA Superstars. Again, not really my sort of thing. Mortal Kombat 2 though, this was an absolute classic for me. Would have pumped hours into this in the arcades in Mosney and Bray and everywhere else back in the day. Did have a quick shot of it earlier on, not quite still got the touch, but we might have another few shots later on, see if we can kind of rekindle the magic from back in the day. We've got some Killer Instinct here. Probably a little bit more modern than the Mosney days. Definitely one I did have a shot of back in the day though, so probably kind of come out around the back end of when we were going there. Deathball, never heard of. X-Men versus Street Fighter, an absolute classic. And I think we had a look at this already. This is the Simpsons arcade cabinet, but it's got the Turtle games inside it, so bit of figuring out to do when you're playing that. But would have actually loved to have had a shot of the original Simpsons arcade game. One that I'm keeping an eye out for. If I'm right in saying you can still get it on the, or at least it was released for the Commodore 64, but I don't think the arcade version was released for anything else. It might actually be on some sort of an Xbox, you know, kind of like a little combination disc with a few other games. So someone in the comments will have to let me know, but definitely one that we want to get a hold of. And if we just swing around to the left here, here's where you've got the sort of restaurant bar area. We've got some pool tables and some, I was going to call it skee ball, Jesus, some air hockey. Myself and Mrs. Retro Games Ireland enjoy an old game of air hockey, so you'll probably see this pop in at some stage. Over here then we've got, I don't know, Killer Queen. Never heard of this one before. This is obviously some sort of a more modern arcade kind of cabinet here. Don't even know what these things are. Yeah, that kind of says it all. These are obviously like Japanese kind of, I don't even know where to start with it. Airstrike, this looks like another kind of modern one, but actually looks like it might be a bit of fun, so we'll get our money's worth later on. We'll jump in and we'll have a shot of all these. We won't bore you with us playing them all. But if we keep it moving down here now, we've got this classic sort of, you know, kind of a table football, but in its own kind of arcade style where you move up and down. Used to love these as well, playing these with the lads was pretty cool. I feel like the ice hockey we had as well, again, probably not this exact version here, but we definitely had something similar. Again, really good crack. I'm sure something that brings back memories for people. Just hidden away in the corner here is like a little vending area. So you've got your kind of claw machines just here. Again, I doubt these are free to play, obviously, because you win prizes, but you can obviously tap your card, whatever like that, and pay for a few shots of those. So you've got the classic Zoltar over there. Vending machines here, again, most of this is like American kind of candy and stuff, so not really anything that I'm too familiar with. And then they have kind of a bit more modern, they have all these sodas and stuff in here. But yeah, all sorts of different little snacks and whatever else to keep you going in here. Pockies, obviously, we are familiar with, but they only have the cookies and cream, but I don't know. We might be tempted, although £5 for a box. We might just swing down the road and grab one of them somewhere else. But yeah, really cool. I think I was doing a little walk around later on. This fella here, I know him. I don't know what I know him from. Someone will have to tell me, but the rest of them are just really cool, kind of Mario Kart with the bullet bills and stuff like that. And then we've got a Guitar Hero kind of hidden away in the corner here for all you Guitar Hero fans. And then here we have Elevator Action Invasion. Again, a bit more of a modern one, not one that we know too much about. Again, we're just doing a little walk around just to show everyone. Again, everyone has different kind of arcade memories, everyone played different games. So I just want to showcase the whole area here so everyone can kind of get a taste for what the arcade has to offer. So along here then, now this is at the back wall. Armed and Gelatinous again, obviously something new. Dungeons and Dragons, now this is one that would have got to play back in the day. We'll come back to that later on, really cool. Retro Raccoons, don't have a clue. And then a few more absolute classic here. We have Bonk's Adventure. We've got Sonic 2, NBA Jam, an absolute classic. Boom Shakalaka! You would have seen me playing this earlier on as well. Dragon Spirit, I feel like I recognise it, but again, not one I'm overly familiar with. We've got Robotron, old OG Pac-Man, Crystal Castles looks like a bit of a newer one. Seawolf, the next mission. This looks interesting. This is obviously like an Operation Wolf, but like with submarines and stuff. Might have to have a little go with that. There's that big Killer Queen cabinet, and then obviously some skee ball. If you've watched this channel before, you know we enjoy a bit of skee ball. If there wasn't some footage already, there'll be some footage at some stage of us having a go with this. I love me a bit of skee ball. But that kind of brings you back around here to the restaurant area. So let's head on over to the back side of the arcade here and see what we've got down there. And actually, when you come around to this little corner here, there's a little kind of a bar stool area where you can play some console stuff. Alright, so down here we've got kind of some more modern cabinets here. We've got some like Street Fighter 6, Marvel Capcom 2, Dragon Ball Z, all sorts of kind of Guilty Gear, all these kind of modern games put into arcade cabinets. But then we come back around and I get some proper old school arcades as well. Here we got the old classic Frogger. As I said, Punch Out, Area Side 4, Street Fighter 2, another absolute classic. Pearl Golden Axe, seen better days. X-Men, again, another one that we played lots of back in the day. We'll be having a shot at this in a while. We've given Operation Wolf a go. Silent Scope, again, we do like these kind of shooting games, so we'll have a little shot at that later on. And then down here we've just got like rows and rows of pinball machines. Again, pinball wasn't really something that I played an awful lot of. Do enjoy the odd game of it though. And as you've seen earlier on, even Mrs. Retro Games Ireland has taken a liking to the old pinball machines. But again, probably someone's absolute favourite along here, so we just said we'll show them all off. We've got a few of these punching bags, dart sort of things. Don't think I'll be climbing up on this show later on. I'll probably get thrown out. But yeah, again, kind of more modern stuff down here now. We've got like the Star Wars, Mario Karts. This is Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, I'm guessing, but it's obviously in Japanese. Gunbullet X, not really too familiar, but that's, you know, actually it looks kind of like Point Blank, is it? Not sure why it's called Gunbullet X, but I'm pretty sure that that's Point Blank there. We'll have a shot of that later on, we love that. And then yeah, just kind of like your racers along here. Golden Tee, not really something that we had back home, but I know it was absolutely massive over here in the States, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that have a go at that when they come in here. But again, just more kind of Mario Karts, more racing along here. This kind of Walking Dead cabinet that you see in every kind of modern arcade you can sit in, and you have your like crossbow and stuff like that you can use, so pretty cool to see. So again, more of these really cool super bikes. I think there's a weight limit on this, so I don't think we'll be getting up on them. So you've got your classic kind of basketball and sort of things, you're kind of just having your free shots, really cool. This Batman is actually class, it's got the proper like old school logos and stuff up there, really, really cool. And then this corner here is where you can have all your Dance Dance Revolutions and stuff like that. There's a few people having a little go in there, so we won't bring the camera in. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole arcade here. I think it's time to put the camera down and have a bit of fun. We've got a few hours to kill between now and our flight home, so I think this is going to be a great way to spend our time. But yeah, I highly recommend checking this place out if you're in Orlando. They've actually got a few other locations in the Florida state. I think they have one in California somewhere. We'll put all the links to all their accounts down below. Put all the locations in there. Definitely check it out. Really, really good way to spend the day. We've really enjoyed ourselves here. But like I said, time to play some games, have some fun, and we'll see us when we get back home and get back on the game home. Easy. My nickname is the Irish Tom Brady, so